What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do a sort of a recap video. I know it's been a while since I posted something, just but either it's so much going on, been really busy, or I just haven't found anything good for content for you guys. But I got some new stuff in the making and some other new stuff going on with old stuff. So I guess for now, without further ado, we'll have a nice update video for you guys now, and I'll let you know what's going on all over the spectrum with the cars, as well as the RC stuff. So, here we go. As you can see, I still have, for the most part, a lot of stuff going on. We'll start off here. That I don't remember if I had that last time on the channel or not. I know the Slash, I don't think I did. The DR10 drag car by Team Associated Builder's Kit. I recently got this Malibu body 79 or 8, I believe, Chevy Malibu body painted for it to look. It's supposed to be pretty detailed up as to my car, my actual wagon outside. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm still messing around with the tune on it just to really adjust everything and get it, see how fast I can get it to go. That's an ongoing project there with that, which will be, I should be posting more stuff on that on the channel. The Traxxas two-wheel drive Slash with the Millennium brushless system. This car, I have to really go through with some tech or something at one of the RC shops and really see what we could figure out on this. It doesn't seem as fast as it should be. Being a two-wheel drive brushless Slash, this thing should be pulling wheelies and flying down the street on a 3S, and it just doesn't. I don't know if something's up with either the motor, electronics, whatever, or it's just getting weak, or it's the gearing isn't right. I don't know, but that's something, and that's going to be getting worked on a lot more on this channel too. This happened recently. This is my lifted TRX4, and as you can see, I did a good job. I snapped the front axle. But this is a project that's on hold right now. I'm currently debating on whether I'm gonna buy the Racing metal portal center sections of the axles and then bolt them up with the brass and everything that I have on the outside, or if I'm just gonna go with the whole Racing housing altogether, at portal axles complete altogether, and then that way everything is going to be strong and fully upgraded on this thing for the most part. I'll have the strong, all complete metal axles. I'll have the lift kit, Traxxas lift kit that's in it. I have steel drive shafts in it. The only thing from there I'm going to definitely have to upgrade would be, because of all the added weight, especially with the 2.2 Duratrax Steepwoods that are on this thing that are so massive. This rig is so heavy that it needs a brushless setup. So something down the road I will be reviewing maybe on this and trying out once the extra money comes in is going to be probably the, I believe it's called Fusion. It's a 2-in-1. It's some ESC in motor, in one. It's a brushless motor with ESC, and it's made for the crawler, so it's easy, plenty tunable, and it's plenty powerful. So for what I'm going to use for that, so this will be a beast when it's already a beast, but it's going to be even crazier beast when it's done. Plus the steering servo I'm going to be pulling out of it for this project I got going on here. This is another project coming up. I will give you more information on in a second. This Red Cat Gen 8 frame. But yeah, I'll be pulling the steering servo out of this to put into that Red Cat back there, Gen 8. And I will be building that Gen 8 up. But then this will need a steering servo, obviously, yeah. So what I'm going to plan for this, being that I have so much extra weight in this, it's a heavier rig, and it's going to have the brushless power, and these big 2.2s, I'm going to be putting a better, more powerful, higher end servo in this. This rig is already the money pit. It's going to be the high dollar beast of a crawler, basher, crawler, whatever I want to do with it, because it's going to be able to handle it with all the metal upgrades and whatnot and the brushless power. But it's going to be a fun rig. Expensive rig, but a fun rig. But the next to that is my new TRX4 Sport. I had, about a year or so back, I had another TRX4 Sport, which was my original, which I ended up selling. But then I came across this one. This is the TRX4 Sport I have now. It has an axial XJ Cherokee body. I have these RC 4-wheel drive Mudslinger 1.9 really soft sticky tires, and this thing is basically completely bone stock. Other than the ESC, this I bought how you see it, other than with these wheels, and it had a different body. It had this Toyota body on it, I believe, but that Toyota body is going to go on the Red Cat frame. But again, that's for another build. And I'll tell you more about that in a second. This is going to stick with this whole the axial Jeep. It's going to stick with the Cherokee setup with these wheels and tires for the most part. There is weights in the front wheels, which these wheels that I bought off of somebody, he was the one that did the weights on it. So I wish I could have took some pictures or whatever and sent them, or showed you guys, but I didn't think anything of it at the time, and but it's a pretty cool setup, and I'm sure it's going to work pretty good. So that's that. The ESC is, I believe it's a Hobbywing ESC that's in this TRX4, but otherwise everything else is receiver. I believe the receiver and the controller is a Red Cat controller with this Traxxas, but the motor is still Traxxas. So it's a of mixed parts, but it performs really well, and I do enjoy this thing. I still have the Clodbuster, which currently at this moment, the Clodbuster is broken. It does not turn on. I will come to the conclusion that it's most likely the receiver that's busted. I eventually, probably down the road, will get another receiver for it. If I, when I get the time to or whatever, because I have so many other projects going on between this one, which is going to be a ways off, and the Gen 8 I'm building, but so many projects everywhere. Even this TTO1, another project, but a lot of projects going on. Trying to get a little bit done here and there when I can with what I can. But yeah, the Clodbuster, I believe it needs a receiver. Which, if I can't for some reason get a new receiver for this, I still would like to sell it, but if I can't, I'll end up putting another receiver in it. I'll change the motors over. Since it has all Traxxas stuff in it already, I'll get another Traxxas TQ receiver, and I'm going to switch the motors over to 12-turn out of a Bandit, and I'll try and mess around with different shock setups on it to get it a little more softer in the suspension so it's not all bouncy and crazy. and I'll mess with upgrading and stuff like that. But that's a ways down the road if I don't end up selling it. The Red Cat 64 is it works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I do plan to eventually get, if not the Jeffries True Scale 13s for it, I'll look into the Red Cat ones, the Red Cat low profiles with the gold. But you know, whichever I could come across, it's gonna be easier because every time those Jeffries ones come up on the site, they're always selling out. So yeah. I got my bodies over here. Mid 80s, I mean the late 80s Bronco rock van. This is a body I got up for sale. Board Raptor for a short course. That's my original, the Cherokee body I had on my very first TRX4 Sport. I still have the body. I just don't know. I can't. I need to get rid of it because it's broken and beyond repair. But I don't know. It's like battle scars, man. You just keep it, hold on to it, and it reminds you of the good stuff times, and even in the bad times or whatever. I don't know. Bowlink body. It's just an old vintage body I picked up or something, but I don't know. It's such a short 10-inch. I believe a 10-inch wheelbase. It's so short. I think a Bandit might work. I'd have to trim it a little bit, but if I keep it down the road, it might come across, and I end up getting a Bandit and using that body on a Bandit. I'll make a gasser setup. I don't know, something like that. But that's that. This is the original body to my newest toy, which I will get to in a second, and a couple other bodies and stuff. But getting back to this now, this is the newest addition to my crawler setup. I got a Hobby Plus CR24 124 scale crawler. It's got a lot of cool upgrades. I don't know if you want to pause the video there so you can take a look at, features, all the good, cool stuff this thing comes with. It's basically like a 124 scale TRX4 or Axial SCX-102, the way it's set up. Servo on frame, fully locked differentials. This thing is amazing for a 124 scale crawler, and it's like 80, I think 79 or like $70 or $80 brand new. I think it's like $80 brand new after taxes total shipped to my house. It came like 102 or 107 bucks. It's amazing, very good, cool, fun little scale crawler for in the house or whatever. Next is this here. It's a Red Cat Gen 8 chassis that I'm working on. I gotta get shocks for it still. The steering servo, like I said, is gonna come out that lifted TRX4. I gotta get these links for it and some other stuff here. But that's the body that I'm gonna go with it, and I'm either gonna put these Red Cat wheels on or these RC 4-wheel drives with the mudslingers that are trimmed. But yeah, that's that for the RC stuff for the most part. I still have this body which I gotta repair. I got a bunch of new wheels for the on-road stuff. But yeah, let's get to the on-road stuff now. This is, back to the on-road because we had those, but this is a Tamiya TT01 with a Castle Sidewinder, or a Castle motor, brushless motor, and the Reedy ESC. This car is quick. On a 2S, it moves. 3S, it's completely uncontrollable. And right now, I have this Grand National body I plan to be getting painted from a friend. A friend of mine is going to paint for me. And this will be going on this here. There's going to be more on this too. I do have these Traxxas Fortec wheels on it for now. I have drift tires for it over there and a bunch of other stuff, but there'll be more on that in the future too. But that's pretty much that for the RC stuff for now. But onto the actual one-to-one car stuff. These are wheels I finally got for the Malibu wagon. The tires are the white walls I had in one of the previous videos. I think I talked about getting those mounted. I finally got them mounted and balanced, but unfortunately, because of the back spacing on these, the tires are still too tall. So I could have easily just got smaller tires, but I figured I'd put these up, and I went for the tires and wheels setup that I have now on the car, which I'll show you. And as you can see, that's the original hood, which is not on the car anymore either. So we'll come over here and I'll show you exactly what we got going on. There's the Lincoln still, but we'll get to that in a second. So as far as under the hood, that's all still the same. I didn't do anything under the hood or all the interior, all that, everything is pretty much the same. I just changed the hood to this louver hood, which you kind of could see because there's snow on the car. And these are the new wheels that are on the car. These are let me come over this side, maybe see them a little better. They're old school billet wheels. Yeah, these are they're centerline billets. Those got snow in there. I'll come back over here. But yeah, they're centerline billet wheels. The fronts have 215/60 series 15-inch tires, which are smaller, so they help not rub here. Because this is where the Whiteworth will rubbing right against the fender in here. These don't rub as much. I still have a little bit of trimming to do, but they're better because the white walls are 70 series tires. These are 60s. The backs are also 60 series, but the fronts are 215/60 series. The backs are 235 or 25/60 series, which I might go with a little bit bigger in the back. Sorry about that, the camera. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go a little bit bigger in the back. But yeah, the 215/60 for the front, and the backs are 225/60s. Yes, but the wheels they'll polish up pretty nice. I got a polisher and everything, so that's something I'll be working on too. Like I said, I haven't done much on anything, nothing different under the hood. I did change the hood, put the louvered hood on, but I haven't really done much else. I probably should have covered this up. Now I got snow all over the engine. But yeah, like I said, I haven't done anything else different. I gotta eventually get more parts for this. One thing that I did do or have done to this car so far as for an update, besides the wheels, changing the hood, all the lock cylinders were changed. So now I have keys for it, and even the ignition was done. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So like, share, subscribe, and keep tuned for more stuff. Thank you, guys.